We're number one, not two, not three.
I like
that is
one.
a bar.
That was catchy.
That is a bar.
And you know what? Byron Center did play like number one tonight, so.
And not two and not three.
Accurate. There you go. Welcome back into 13 on your sidelines. Yeah, tonight we had an old matchup that was new again.
And tonight we have our producer, or as Jacob would say, our elder statesman, Matt Guard, in the control room.
I like that better. we need to get him a pin that says that.
Matt has a rivalry renewed for the first time in a decade. What's good, Matt?
I like it too, guys. Hey, Kent City and Godwin Heights used to play every year as members of the OK Silver, but tonight was their first meeting since Kent City joined the CSAA in 2014. Eagles led 8-0 in the fourth. They'd give to Sammy Anderson. He tacks on a rushing score. 2-point try makes it 16-zip. They'd take advantage of a Godwin turnover shortly after, giving it to Cooper Stinson. He lowers his shoulder, powers his way in. 22-0 Eagles. Godwin would get on the board though. Check out the quarterback extending this next play, barely getting the pass off to Tajon Allen. He would get it down to the 1 yard line and Patrick Knight would score on the next play. It was 22-8, but the onside kick failed and Kent City got to run the clock out from there. The Eagles are 1-1 with a win over Godwin Heights. Let's take a trip up M37 where Grant hosted Tri-County tonight in a battle of 1-0 teams. First quarter, Tri-County gives to Bryce Reed on the sweep. He breaks a couple tackles, gets into the end zone. 2-point try made it 8-0. Grant would strike back immediately though. They hand off to Jack Swanson and he heads for the sideline. He gets 30+ yards and Rory Fish would find his way into the end zone later on. It was 8-6. Still in the first, Von Veltman fakes the handoff, takes it himself. He makes it 16-6 Vikings. And Veltman wasn't done either. He had a few drives later, take it himself again. Tri-County was up 22-6 with this touchdown. And Veltman, he's not a one-trick pony. He might be a 13 on your sidelines MVP of the week candidate. He finds Jaden Button on a short route and Button hits the ignition. Scores to make it a 24-point game. Tri-County wins this one 56-6, and they are 2-0.
13 on your sidelines MVP of the week, sponsored by Rant Insurance.
It is time to crown our 13 on your sidelines MVP of the week for week one. We had three candidates: Eli Welcott out of Zeeland East, Damarian Buchanan out of Muskegon Heights, and Bryson Stevenson out of Oak Ridge. We tallied up the votes, and it is Bryson Stevenson taking home our week one MVP award from Oak Ridge High School. He won 56% of the votes, and we are here at Oak Ridge High School to surprise him with the award. This year, for the first time, we're surprising the kids, the athletes, with the award. We're going school to school every week of the season. And today, for the first time, our first ever surprise, 194 yards, 5 touchdowns, Mr. Bryson Stevenson. Nearly 200 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns. I mean, what's the mentality going into that first game?
The game was just really hyped up, so, we all just wanted to win, and I guess we were just all ready.
What's the mentality going to be going into your next game? Can you top this performance at all?
I hope so, but we'll see. I just want to focus on winning the game and completing the season.
You already know your son's a dominant football player, but to see him win our week one MVP of the week award, what does it mean to you?
Very proud. He's a great kid, great athlete, good student, cares about a lot, dominant football player. We're all very proud of him here.
But what is something people may not know about Bryson by just watching him on the field?
Just as humble as he is, cares about a lot, cares about his family, his team, schooling, a lot. Very humble kid.
All right, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Bryson in the house. Yao, I heard that they were in Montague tonight, and instead of driving here, Bryson just ran because he's that quick.
Well, yeah, he's that quick, that strong, that great of a football player. I mean, he was amazing, and I kind of like that last shot of the signature, him signing it. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. But before we get into more questions, talk to us about who you brought with you today.
We got Evan Joza, O-line.
Wait, hold on. You are a bit. Come on, right now. No, I'm playing. Keep going.
Jaden Daly, he's a running back.
I want no smoke with this guy.
No.
Zach Cribbins, he's a safety. Alec Moore, he just puts that on. And Bryce Bisson, he's a running back.
Fantastic.
Very nice. Well, Bryson, quite the game for you last week. I know what you're going to say. You're going to credit the offensive line, and Oak Ridge has a great offensive line. But what did you do right last week that helped you get those stats?
I think I just broke a lot of tackles and I exploded after contact, and I think that really helped us. So.
You saw the video there. What's better, being in math class or being surprised with an MVP award?
I was actually in math class, so being surprised with that was it was awesome, and obviously it was the first one, so I was just so surprised.
After the game, do you take a moment to yourself to just kind of think about everything you did and really appreciate the stats that you were able to put up? I mean, 5 touchdowns is pretty crazy.
Honestly, I didn't even really notice at the time that it was that many, and once I read the articles and stuff, I was just proud of myself.
A humble brag. What can we expect? What can we expect from you the rest of the season? I know week 1, it's only the start of what should be a great year for you.
Expect dominance, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. You don't got to play it humble. You can hype
We
you.
love that.
We're here to
We
hype
love
you up.
that.
You saw your dad
Yeah.
talking about you. I'm sure that was a great moment as well.
Yeah, that was great.
What is it about your family and your teammates that allow you to be such a great player?
They're always just pushing me and always show their love, and we're just a small school, so it's always tight-knit, and just love being out there with my brothers.
Fantastic. Bryson Stevenson, our week 1 MVP. We'll have a plaque with your name and school on it shipped to you very soon. Bryson and the Eagles were in action against Montague tonight.
Coming up in about 10 minutes, find out who would come out on top in this West Michigan Conference showdown.
And a first-of-its-kind matchup in Ottawa County. What makes West Ottawa versus Zeeland West so historic? Find out next.